My name is Craig Stevenson. I'm a corrosion engineer with Apex Corrosion based in Toronto, Canada. Corrosion engineers are a fundamental part of infrastructure delivery to public service, whether it be in the oil exploration industry, protecting the equipment that gets the oil from underground up to the surface, or protecting the process equipment. So we work with the mechanical engineers, with the process engineers, with the civil engineers who design the pressure vessels, who design the equipment to process the oil and gas, but we provide that specialist handshake with them to provide materials that are going to last the life of the pipeline. By working as a corrosion engineer, you may be working on pipelines, you may be working on a refinery, you could find yourself in a harbour working on ships, or on an offshore installation, or a nuclear power plant. I am a NACE corrosion and cathodic protection specialist. I only got my NACE certification fairly recently. I originally was not in a working environment that needed a NACE certification, so I had relied on my professional engineer and my chartered engineer registrations to provide my fundamental working credentials in the industry. Most of the people that are working in the corrosion industry are those that have taken corrosion as an extra course or as an extra interest and continued to develop their interest in this technology outside the core formal education. I went to school in South Africa at the University of Witwatersrand, where I studied materials engineering. My dad was very encouraging of me to study. He didn't define where he wanted me to study or what he wanted me to study. He just motivated me to do more than high school. Through a golfing buddy of his, when I was about 15, he arranged that I had an opportunity to spend a couple of days at the research laboratories of the local electric utility. And so as a high school kid, I went into the research division and I had access to a scanning electron microscope, X-rays, NDT work, polishing metallographs, looking at steel samples through the microscope, seeing that the steel surface is actually, in my impression, was alive. It had patterns to it, it had colors to it, and that fascinated me, was to make me interested in materials engineering at the time. And then just through my studies and through working as a university student during my summer vacations, became interested in corrosion. I saw the opportunity to become a NACE instructor a natural progression of what I considered an engineering responsibility to train young engineers and to pass on the knowledge of the growing. One of the things that I've noticed is that people in the corrosion industry are really passionate about their work and their job. When I'm talking to young engineers, I just tell them the opportunities that this industry has afforded me. I've had the opportunity of working on projects, if not visiting, every continent in the world. I've worked on offshore installations, I've worked on refineries, I've worked in the desert. I found myself in some rather strange situations, sitting on the top of a lighthouse. And so these are just experiences that are really not able to get anywhere other than by taking your interest in engineering in this field of corrosion and just moving forward with a passion and encouraging people to be part of it and to get on with life and have a career and being able to look forward to going to work every day and to meet new people and new challenges and new environments.